I know a lot of you guys out there struggle with fear. Fear of rejection, fear of doing what you love, fear of living your dreams, fear of getting a new job, fear of leaving a job. Fear really runs a lot of people's lives. And I know for me, it ran my whole pretty much teenagehood until I just started making the right decisions and started facing my fears and started living the life I wanted to and going the places I wanted to go and meeting the people I wanted to meet. Fear ties into pretty much everything else I've talked about on my channel, but it is one of the most important ones as well to overcome. You know, I grew up in small town upstate New York. I was homeschooled, and I really didn't get a chance to really socialize with a lot of people, and I was really afraid of people in general, which it's kind of hard to see that in me now because I've really been able to overcome this fear of talking to people and getting outside of my comfort zone and doing new things. Now, I talked a little bit about going to New York City when I was 18 and really facing my fears, meeting new people, getting outside of my comfort zone. It was really critical for me to go down there because I don't think I ever would have changed if I stayed in my small little town in upstate New York. It's so important for you guys to conquer your fears because if you don't do that, you'll never live up to your full potential. You'll never be happy. You'll be scared and you'll stay in your comfort zone forever. You know, I knew this, that I had to get outside my comfort zone. I had to start doing the things that scared me. I had to face everything. I had to talk to that girl that I really liked. I needed to just live without all these fears that were holding me back. One of the things I really told myself when I was trying to conquer all my fears and live the life I wanted to was that if it wasn't going to kill me or do any serious physical harm, then I should do it. Because what's the worst that could happen? So I started doing that. I started going for the job interviews. I started talking to the pretty girl I wanted to talk to. I started trying to make friends and do the things that I've always wanted to do that, yes, I was very scared to do it. And I just took those little steps towards doing that. I did it, little by little. And every time I conquer one of those fears, I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. I just kept going and going. And little by little, I was able to remove most of my fears out of my life. Now, it sounds simple, but like I said in my past videos, it's just taking that first step, conquering that first fear that really matters. And once you start doing the first few fears, the rest will follow. You'll realize that nothing bad happens to you, that you didn't get hurt. Maybe, yeah, your ego got bruised a little bit, you got embarrassed, but like I said in past videos, it's not that big of a deal. It didn't actually hurt you. So that was a big key, to just start conquering those little fears one by one and seeing it's not bad and seeing that embarrassment isn't bad. And, just the success I got from, conquering certain fears was really liberating. Fears that I had for years that I'm like, why do I have this fear? After I conquered it, I had that thought. I'm like, why do I have this fear? I did a series of little videos on this channel. They are private now, but I went out and sung in public, and I did like video blogging in Times Square in public and sang in front of like 50 people, all around me. I got up high and it was raining out. It was crazy, but man, it took me a few tries before I started that, but once I started doing it, people were singing along with me, and I felt great afterwards. You get off this kind of like this high after you do it. So I'm really encouraging you guys. This video is kind of just like all over the place today, but in terms of fears holding your life back, you just need to get out there and start doing them. Write a whole list down of your fears and try to conquer a new one every day. And every time you conquer a new one, you'll feel amazing. I know I did. I've conquered so many in my life that I think, I still have some. Don't get me wrong. There's always going to be things you're afraid of that you can't conquer, or it's just like way up there on the list. You're like, oh, I still need to conquer that. Or you just didn't get the opportunity to. But the truth is, it's really liberating. Once you do it, you feel amazing. Trust me. And like I said, this video is really just unscripted and I'm just going for it. And it's just raw and real. and it's just coming from the heart. So, you know, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys and that you got some value out of it. Just get out there, just do it. Like I said in the other videos, just do it. Just write down that list and do it, and you'll feel amazing afterwards. Write down below in the comments if you started conquering your fears. Tell me what your fear was and how you felt after you faced it. I want to know. And if this video is really helpful as well, share it with your friends. It really helps out my channel and getting the word out to everyone. And I'll see you guys in the next one.